Check, check. 1 2 1 2. 1 2 1 2. Choke no joke. You already know. Let's go. 1 2 1 2. Tasha Rain is in the building. Tasha Rain is in the building. Check, check. Give me a second. Let me send out these notifications. I'm trying something a little different today. One, two, 1 2. See if these notifications go out. Like I said, I'm trying something a little different today, as you could tell by the screen. All right. Smoke news in the building. What up? What up? What up? Choke no joke. I'm live on YouTube. Hit that link. Talking about Ray J, ASAP Rocky, Pork Butt, Gene Squill, few other topics. Hit that link. I'm live right now. One. Just finished eating the cherry icy. Joint got my lips all red, my tongue red. Come on in. Come on in. All right. Rasan Green is in the building. Mickey, you made it. Mickey, you made it. All right. Reed is in the building. Eric Monroe just stepped in. They coming in, y'all. They coming in. No music played today at the beginning. No intro. All right. Doing something a little different. I can't say what it is because I don't want the copycats to copy. Choke no joke. You already know. We live. It's the guard hour. I got a lot to talk about today. I'm finally back from Detroit. Come on in. Sending out this notification real quick. We're gonna have a good one tonight. Shout out to Lonnie Daniels. Shout out to Clarissa Shields. Thank you for the entertainment. I enjoyed myself. You heard? Appreciate y'all ladies for giving entertaining weekend for a brother. I'm gonna try to see if I could get Lonnie Daniels on the show. I've been talking to her on Instagram. She ain't no hater like Carissa. Want to get into Ray J's interview with Cam Newton. Oh yeah, I got an update from Ramir as well. Shout out to Ramir. I heard he was in the chat. Uh my last live on Friday, but I didn't see him. I wasn't paying attention. But got a little update from him as well. I'm almost there, y'all. I'm gonna go live on my TikTok. If you follow me on TikTok, it's Choke No Joke Official. All right, I'm ready. You may be young, but you're ready. I don't know. You can't sing that song no more. You be in jail. Ready for love. Who made that song? I hate to say R. Kelly. Was it? It is R. Kelly, right? You're not a pretty girl. You're a woman. I think that is right. That is R. Kelly, right? It would happen to be R. Kelly. Jesus Christ. Damn, I forgot to bring some water down here. Let's see. Need some water. See if this will hold up. That'll work. You may be young, but you're ready. That song got that man in jail. All right. Choke no joke. We in the building. All right. Live on YouTube. Live on TikTok. TikTok, what up? To the tick tock. The ticky, the tick, the tock. They don't stop. The rocket. Bang, bang, boogie. They up jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Live on TikTok. TikTok. I'm live on YouTube. You want to come network? Y'all can holler at each other. All right. Come build with the guard. Come build with the guard. All right. Choke no joke. Oh no, no, it was Keith Sweat. See, I know it wasn't R. Kelly. Thank you, man. That is Keith Sweat. That's Keith Sweat. You're not a little girl. You're a woman. Take my hand and let me. Keith Sweat, you better be careful. Don't be singing that song today, baby. You go to jail. Shout out to my man Andre. You already know. South Boston, Virginia. All right. Got a few compliments rocking this out today. Choke no joke. I'm in the building. All right. Truth be told, all day, every day, even on the holiday. All right. Okay. I remember it's Keith Sweat now. I got you. I got you, Andre. I made a mistake. You see, I couldn't remember off the top, but I know who it is now. You know I know the lyrics. All right. I'm a Keith Sweat fan. That's from the Make It Last Forever CD album. Okay. A classic album. If you never heard Keith Sweat's album Make It Last Forever, I recommend you go get that. That's definitely top 10 R&B albums of the 90s, maybe the 80s. Definitely top 10. All right. Um, Curtis Moore is in the building. Ebony is here. I see you. All right. I'm gonna have to get my other phone out. Wait, you know what? Few things I need to pull up while we do this. So, oh damn, I don't even know how. Let's see. Okay, I can do it here. Yeah, I see right here the girl ASAP Rocky. I don't, yo, bro. Yo, man. Wait, I'm using something new here, so let me see. Yeah, I see this dude right here. This is my first story for the night, right? Y'all are going to believe me when I tell you, you got to be a H to the Izzo, M to the Izzo, rapping version of Cisco. Like, let me tell you something, man. For you to blow up in this industry, right? This is why most of the guys in the industry dislike me, right? Because or they won't let me get to the multi-million dollar bag is because I won't do the effity things they do. All right. I'll say father law God stuff that they do to be famous, to be in the spotlight, to get to go be a model at Fashion Week in Paris or Milan, to get a top 10 record, to get a major distribution deal, to beat criminal cases. You got to be faggoty, you know what I'm saying, doing girly stuff to make it. You got to humiliate yourself in the worst kind of way. Now, I'm the guy that been telling y'all this for 20 somewhat years, right? How do I know? Because they tried me. I made it to them doors and turned around and walked away amongst people like dudes that want to wear little girl shoes. They'll go through the door because they don't have no integrity. They want to be famous so bad, right? That they will do and wear anything that they could never wear in the hood where they came up, where they grew up at. The things that they do that they would never do if they were still living in the hood. Now, all right, I got to be careful on TikTok, right? You got to do these things to uh be amongst the elite, right? Some of us, we wouldn't do it. But as you can see, they always will find somebody that will do it, right? It don't matter, right? It's nothing cool or masculine about rocking out like this. Nothing. It's it's not inspirational to your children. It's not inspirational to the little homies that's growing up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But for you to get in those rooms, these are the things that you have to do, right? And it don't matter if you could uh bag a chick like this, you know what I'm saying? Because I promise you, many of these chicks know what time it is, but they got into the industry and they sell their souls in various ways, whether they worship Satan, Lucifer, or whoever it may be, you know, if they play in these rituals and do this dark, demonic stuff, this is why they will get with a guy like this because of what they got to do. Like this is an embarrassment, right? But some of y'all will be like, "Oh no, he's my favorite rapper. Oh no, he's just joking. Oh no, uh, that's just high fashion." No, it's not. When what do they used to call those shoes in Buster Brown? The little girl shoes in Buster Brown. Um, Dang, come on, y'all ladies, help me out. What's the little shoes? What's the shoes the little girls used to wear with the heel on? Those just like those, but they used to sell them at Buster Brown when we was young. Mary Janes, there they go. Those are the little Mary Jane shoes, right? Mary Jane, not Michael Johnson, not Michael Jordan. Mary Jane is a reason why they call Mary Jane, right? Because they for the Marys and the Janes, not the Michaels and the Johnsons. And it's disappointing, man. But I really don't. I for me, this is redundant. This is something that for the last 20 years that I've been telling y'all, whether it was the dress, whether it's the like Drake. in his nails or with him wearing barrettes, you know, however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? This is the only way, right? Unless you're going to operate outside of being independent, outside of these circles, if you don't want to hang around uh, a Camel Z, you know, if you don't want to be, unless you want to be around a Camel Z or a Drizzy or any of those people, you want to get signed by the liars and these type of people, you know, that will make a thugger uh, put on a dress or uh, any of these guys, right? Like this is how you become successful in our industry. So when y'all sit around and y'all talking about, oh nigga, you broke, fine. But best believe I'm not broken. I'm not broken in. I'm not down with broke back mountain or any of that. You dig? You know what I'm saying? So y'all could doubt it all y'all want. You could call me broke all you want. Okay? But remember, I'm never broken. Okay. I'll be broke in your mind because I don't need a Maybach. My car get from here to Walmart with no problem. My car can get from here to California with no problem. Here to New York, to Boston, to Detroit, to Miami with no problem. It doesn't have to be a Maybach or a Rolls Royce. Doesn't. But I can still ride in luxury. I don't need a private jet if I got to rock those shoes, right? He could click his heels 3 times and he still won't make it to Kansas. Okay, Dorothy. He could click his heels 3 times and he will still be walking amongst Toto. You dig? It will never be me. And what type of inspiration would I be? Right? So to each his own. But trust me, I will never have respect for this dude. Never. Why? Because I know what he did to get where he's at. He could have the baddest chick in the game wearing his chain. But guess believe these the guys are broken when they look in the mirror. They did the illest things like wearing those shoes and trying to still be cool. Tr- Trust me. When they brought him them shoes, it was like, yo, you gotta rock these. Trust me. He's like, come on, man. Yo, come on, man. Yo, we let you in the door. You signed the contract. All right. We got you out of jail. Put these shoes on. All right? Uh, Yo, my niggas in the hood, man. Hey, niggas in the hood, they gonna clap. Put them shoes on. Put them on. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. Now with the A side mall, man. What you think they're gonna do? And then you'll have his dudes be mad at me for doing for I ain't gotta say exposed because this is not exposing, right? This is just highlighting it. His people will be mad at me and ready to fight me. He'll be mad at me and be ready to fight me for talking about what he's doing. You're a public figure. You wore these out in public. People be like, nah, he can't be like that. He can't be on the funny side, because he got Rihanna. Those, those are the people that I don't even try to reach no more. Nah, Camel Z got Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like that. He got Beyonce. They got 3 kids. I can name a bunch of actors, a bunch of rappers that got kids. What does that mean? Other than that, the woman already know what time it is with them, and she's into those type of men. Period. If you don't think that these dudes ain't suspect because they got a Beyonce or a Rihanna on their arm and they got babies, you are somebody I wouldn't even entertain talking to. That's like me sitting there saying, a very famous female actress don't mess with women because she's married to this man and they got kids. Like, okay. No, she ain't like that because she was in an entanglement. Okay. Okay. My days of arguing with the ignorant ones are over. You just get to where I got to, and then you will understand. N- The people that ain't never been around a Beyonce or been in a room with a Beyonce or in a room with a Rihanna like I have, I don't argue with you because you ain't get to where I got. You didn't become influential to where they like, okay, you made it to a certain point, you got an audience. Now we need you to come get with this so you can steer your audience down the yellow brick road and lead them right to a dead end, lead them right to a ditch. We want you to take your audience and lead them to this cliff. As soon as they walk over the cliff, they just going, right? That's what this is. So if he got a fan that's a big enough fan that's going to follow him down the yellow brick road, they will put on those shoes too. Just like your boy Drizzy rocking nail polish. If you are a big enough fan of his, you will rock him too and feel like ain't nothing wrong with it. You know why? Because Drizzy did it, right? I remember back in the days, men will get their ear pierced, right? But they will only get one ear pierced. I think it would be the left side, right? Am I right? I think it was just the left side. To still maintain your masculinity, you would just get one ear pierced, right? I believe it was the left side. I can't remember. It's been so long. But as you can see, I don't have no holes in my ears because holes in your ears was a way to identify the women from the men or the boys from the girls when they were young, right? That's how it was. The left side, thank you, right? That's how it was. If you was masculine, you only wore one earring on the left side, right? One day, one of my homies, he popped up and he got earrings on both sides. And I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing? And guess what he said? You're never gonna believe what he said. Diddy did it. I seen Diddy on both tour. I did it because Diddy did it. What we know now. So if you are a big enough fan, and I'm not going to say that Diddy wasn't influential back then because he still is, right? He went and got it done because he seen Diddy wear earrings on both sides, right? Just like uh the West Coast influenced uh New York rappers into becoming gangbangers. Like Jim Jones didn't get being a gangbanger from New York. You seen his first certified gangster video, his first video? This nigga had Easy E Jerry curls. Nobody in New York was rocking Jerry curls or curls, right? He did it because he and then you seen his video, right? He went all the way to the West Coast, talking about certified gangster, did Easy E song over or whatever, and he was influenced by the West Coast, right? So if Easy E would have been wearing a dress, dude, he might have wore the dress. NWA started cursing in their music. Everybody started cursing in their music. I'll never forget. One day, MC Light started cursing. I was like, MC Light cursing? Not the Georgie Porgy girl. Are you kidding me? Not the cha 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 girl. Now I cram to understand she cursing now? Wow. You see Beyonce go do a Cowboy Carter got darn concert. Ain't nothing country about Beyonce except for her growing up in Houston. She ain't no cowboy. And she don't even call herself cowgirl Carter. Y'all don't even get the masculine part of it. She's cowboy Carter. That remind me of my new freestyle I'm getting ready to drop. It's this. Let's be specific. Hit you with a sub, cause you're blacklisted. Her third tour, ridiculous. You in the crowd, babysitting. mad at the mad at the fans because the pics they flicking. Beyonce's the breadwinner. She the cowboy in the house. This nigga Jay Z in the crowd babysitting. He got the kids. Nigga, you supposed to be on the stage. You supposed to be making the money. Not her. You the man. But she's the cowboy. But psychologically and subliminally, the people don't even get it, except for the LGBTQ community. They get exactly what she's saying by saying cowboy Carter. She's not a cowboy, she's a cowgirl, but she's a cowboy. But y'all don't get it, right? But that's a whole nother question. That might fly over too many people's heads because sometimes I just get too deep, right? So just moving past that, right? Cowboy Carter, she goes and does a country album, which ain't really a country album. But when she go on tour, you see how influential she is. I've interviewed people or I talked to people that went to the concert, and I'm like, yo, so what you think about the album? Oh, I ain't listened to it. I mean, some people, oh, I listened to it on the way to the show. They never even heard it. But you got on the whole cowboy outfit, right? That's called influence. There's going to be some young dudes that's going to go buy them shoes. They going to look for them shoes right now because they are ASAP Rocky fan. As just as Beyonce could do a Cowboy Carter show, right? And everybody that don't wear uh would it be considered? I don't know, cowboy clothes, what would you call that? Western, country western gear, right? All the people that don't wear country western gear, they will go out and find boots, hat. You got black women wearing chaps with their booty cheeks out, right? Why? Because of Beyonce, right? They are influenced by her. When she do a rock album and she start dressing like rock and roll, you're gonna see a whole bunch of sheep, women and men, preferably mostly gay men. They're gonna go out and they're gonna buy the same whatever Beyonce is, whatever her giddy up is for the rock. They're gonna dress like her, right? Just as the same thing with the country western outfits. These people ain't got unless you live in Texas, somewhere in Texas, you might have some cowboy boots. You might have cowboy hat, right? This is more likely. But when you come to Atlanta and you go to New York and you go to LA, no. These people are going out to find a cowboy outfit and they selling out in in stores that ain't even used to selling that much apparel in one day or one weekend. So this is why when you get to a certain level and they see you have influence, right? They make you do stuff to break down your culture, to break down your people. You know what I'm saying? To make them dark, make them demonic, make them feminine, however you want to look at it, right? This dude's from the hood. He could never walk through his hood like that. Dudes that's in his hood right now is wearing their pants sagging, sitting on the bench, drinking beers and champagne, hustling, wearing Air Force Ones, Timberlands, Gore-Tex. Never would you see one of the big homies walking around like that. Never. Never. He's an embarrassment to the culture, bro. He would do anything for a dollar. He know it ain't nothing cool about that. And I bet you them joints is killing his feet. And it's all for show. It's all to influence our young boys and young men that is fans of his to do what he do. It's embarrassing, man. But y'all say to me, "Oh, nigga, you broke." "Oh, nigga, you broke." Another example, right? Look at this guy. Another one, right? You can have all the riches in the world. You can, and then girls or these women, they will overlook this. Why? Because he has money. Because he's rich. Or because he got a private jet. Right? And they will go and rock out with this dude, right? And overlook it because he's famous. But if I did it, they'd call me everything under the sun, right? Little Yachty too. You see how he dressed. Like, so when y'all out there that be thinking dudes be hating, I okay, I'm a hater. I'll be a hater. I'll be broke, but I won't be broken. And then when your child grows up and they listening to this music and then they come in the house dressing weird or looking weird or doing weird things, you got to understand that they following the music. They following their favorite rapper. Camel Z tell you change clothes, stop wearing jersey, put on button ups. What did everybody do? That's just another form of it. I bet you a bunch of dudes went and got fake dreads like him because of his influence. This is why you see all these guys out here talking about, oh, that nigga a billionaire. Oh, he a billionaire. He a billionaire. How is he a billionaire? Because you read that in the magazine or you seen that as a headline? Dude ain't no he's as much as a billionaire as Kanye is. You didn't just see his partner just doing the video talking to her daughter how broke she was in 2020, how they everything was getting ready to go under until they caught a lick. How could that be if he's a billionaire? Y'all just believe anything. And if you think he didn't go through those doors, that nigga body's split in half and went in through both doors. But y'all keep letting these dudes influence y'all because you know what? Most of y'all sit there and look at money. Yeah, Joe, you could talk all that, but they rich. If you knew what they had to do in those rooms with them nasty old white men, perverted men, if you knew what they had to do, the things they had to do, you would never respect them. Never, never. but you keep idolizing. That's what I'll say. Now let me move on. All right. Ray J. Ray J goes on Cam Newton. I don't know if any of y'all paid attention to that interview that Ray J did with Cam Newton. Ugh. Please hit the like button if you're in here. If you're getting the knowledge and you're getting the jewels, and you're not broken, please hit the like button. Send them notifications out. Help a brother out. Right? Now, Ray J went on Cam Newton's show. And I need, if you did not see this, I just need you to go and watch, right? Because the way he dodged those questions, the way Cam was asking him direct questions, and this dude was all over the place, right? Now, I don't know if the brother was intoxicated. I don't know if he was on one, but his mind is gone, bro. And you can say whatever you want. I know this dude personally. I used to hang out with this dude when in Shorty Mac and these dudes back when I was producing at BET, right? I done put Ray J or and let him host many of shows as a producer at BET. I've been around this dude. I know this dude is no longer in his right state of mind. I knew that when he got that tattoo of Brandy. Have y'all ever seen that tattoo he got of his sister? She was so upset with him. But this is what you got to do when you walk through those doors, right? Let me show you. Let me see if I can find this tattoo that he got at Brandy. And this is real. You see that? That is a real tattoo, bro, that he got of his sister. Now, you tell me, is that heavenly or is that demonic? Brandy was so upset with this dude. That is a real tattoo, bro. Why would you do that to your sister? You see how evil he made her look? And look, wrote on her cheek from Ray J with love. Best friends forever. You see what this industry will do to you? You see what this industry will do to you? That's real, bro. That is real. But you know what some of y'all gonna say? Choke, he's rich, but he's rich, Choke. He's rich. Oh, Choke, you mad. You broke, Choke. You just mad because you broke. You broke, Choke. That's what y'all would say. That will be all y'all defense, right? That's what all your defense would be. Oh, no. Hold on. I forgot the other one. Oh, you hating. You hating, Choke. You hating. Yeah, I hate. Trust me, I will be a hater. I'd rather be a hater than to be broken. If you can't see it, TikTok, y'all gonna have to go to can I flip the camera on my TikTok? I ain't flip the camera. Y'all could go to my YouTube channel, Choke No Joke off the D Austin the third to see it. I don't know how to flip this camera around on my TikTok. TikTok. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know how to flip this camera. Let's see. Yeah, TikTok, y'all gonna have to go to my YouTube channel to see it. I really don't know how to flip this camera. I don't even know if you can. But yeah, man. So check. Yeah. Trying to catch this moment. Little gnat. Yeah, so getting more into it, right? So Ray J, he goes on Cam Newton show, right? And I really feel like the brother has lost his mind. Like, one, he couldn't even sit in the seat. He kept jumping up every other chance that he got. Um, he would never answer direct questions. He was saying the weirdest responses. Like, I can't wait till I get on Cam Newton because that is I want to ask him. He can ask me anything he want, but when I definitely need to ask him, what did you feel? How did you feel when you interviewed Ray J? Like, what was going through your mind? Because Cam Newton looked like he even had to stop the show for a minute to take a break to process what the hell was going on, right? And I've never seen that happen where somebody like, yo, all right, time out for a second. Yo, we need to take a break because this dude, Ray J, has lost his mind, bro, right? He can't stay on track, right? Now, Cam Newton asked him about Whitney Houston, and I felt like detectives should have reopened her case based on his interview alone. Because one, he gonna sit there and say that he was not there the day Whitney passed away, and the Clive Davis party was the next night after she passed. Brother, when I tell y'all, unless you were not living at that time, there is no truth to what he said. That Clive Davis party happened the same night. That party happened. Her body was still upstairs. Whitney Houston body was still upstairs, and they were downstairs partying. Him and his sister, along with a bunch of other people in the industry. They were all at that party, man. Let me see if I can pull up some pictures of that party. It's insane that I'm not. Look, this is the party right here. This is the party right here. He's sitting right there. Him and his sister, and he gonna sit there and lie to Cam Newton and tell him that party was the day after she passed. No, it wasn't. And now that he sat there and told that lie, I got pictures of him the night before she died, chilling with Clive Davis. And I'm going to go find that picture, being that he lied about it, right? Being that he lied about it, I the same place where I pulled that picture from, I got it on the same drive. I just ain't pulled a picture with him chilling with Clive Davis. I've known Ray J since whenever Brandy came out with the baby, 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 that song, my cousin did the choreography for that video. I met Brandy and Ray J and Sonia. That was my first time meeting them inside David Letterman's office. We was at David Letterman's office because they was shooting the video down in Times Square for that video. And we was upstairs at in David Letterman's office. Um, and I remember Brandy wanted to go to the store by herself. And her mother was like, "Girl, you crazy? Like, you don't, girl, you too famous to go outside to the store by yourself." Brandy was, I don't even know how old she was then. Um, but she definitely was, she was a star at that point already. And yeah, her going to Times Square downstairs by herself, she definitely probably would have got mobbed, right? And they was downstairs shooting the video anyway, and they people would have really recognized her, right? But the fact that this dude got up there and lied and said that that party was the next night. The next night was a Monday. Everybody was gone. It was a Grammys pre-party or something like that. That man got up there and lied, bro. He got up there and lied, and everybody knows that that party, what, even Shaka Khan, even, you know what? I'm gonna show you how much of a liar he is, right? I'm gonna show you exactly how much of a liar he is. All right, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair uses are use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit educational person use tips to balance in favor of fair use. I am using this at, uh, under the Fair Use Act to criticize, comment, as well as news reporting and also in the research of Whitney Houston's death, right?
You were, I think, going to go to the Clive Davis party. Yes. It was a surreal event where Whitney's body was still in the hotel, and there was this sort of party where apparently half the room were in tears, the other half were kind of partying. What did you feel?
What did he just say, y'all? What did he just say? You were going to go to the Clive Davis party when Whitney Houston body was still in the hotel. And I just showed you the picture of Ray J and Brandy at the party. It was not the next night. It was the same night. Her body was still in the hotel, bro. He's lying. He is lying. Listen to what Piers Morgan said once again.
You were, I think, going to go to the Clive Davis party. Yes. It was a surreal event where Whitney's body was still in the hotel, and
thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Listen, bro, I've been in this game for 30, 35 years now. Definitely 30 strong before I can really consider myself in. But I've been around before, right? Listen to what Shaka Khan says. This dude is a liar, bro. He is a liar, bro. And Cam Newton, you got to know he was lying to you.
You were, I think, going to go to the Clive Davis party. Yes. It was a surreal event. Here on Friday night with Jennifer Hudson, and he obviously worshipped Whitney, and I think he must have gone through agony.
Hold on, can y'all hear it? Because I'm seeing some people say they can't hear it. Can y'all hear it? Can y'all hear Shaka Khan? No? All right. Hold on.
When you were, I think, going to go to the Clive Davis party. Yes. It was a surreal event where Whitney's body was still in the hotel, and there was this sort of party where apparently half the room were in tears, the other half were kind of partying. What did you feel about that? I thought that was complete insanity.
And knowing Whitney, I don't believe that she would have said the show must go on. She's the kind of woman that would say, stop everything. I'm not going to be there. You know, I don't know what could motivate a person to have a party in a building where the person whose life he had influenced so enormously and whose life had been affected by her. So they were like, I don't understand how that party.
I had Clive Davis by pure chance in here on Friday night with Jennifer Hudson, and he obviously worshipped Whitney, and I think he must have gone through agony when he heard this news, knowing it was 2 or 3 hours till this event.
Right.
And I think he took the decision to turn it into a tribute to her. And
y'all heard him? She was dead, and the party was 2 to 3 hours after she died. Her body was still upstairs, bro. Her body, and this dude is lying, saying that he wasn't even there. He was in San Diego. And the party was the next night. This dude, Ray J, went up on Cam Newton's show and told Cam Newton to his face that he wasn't even in LA when she died, and the party was the next night, y'all. I swear on everything, that's what this nigga said, bro. And I'm like, is this dude really losing his mind, or he just think we stupid? I don't know how old Cam Newton was at that time, but he should have called Cap, like, unless he really didn't even know, like, what happened at that time. But you heard it for yourself. The party was 2 to 3 hours after she died. I just showed you a picture of Ray J and Brandy at that party. How was he in San Diego? And this party was not the next night. It was the same night. Or this conversation wouldn't even be, Shaka Khan wouldn't even be up here telling it if she didn't feel disgusted that they still had this party while Whitney Houston body was upstairs. And this man was dating her, bro. Can you imagine your girlfriend or your wife upstairs? Not even your sister or your cousin or any of your family members upstairs dead and you downstairs partying. I'll wait. Can you imagine anybody that you love upstairs dead in the same building? That's how demonic this industry is. They was sucking Whitney's energy. They was downstairs, la 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 la, popping bottles, partying, Brandy celebrating her birthday. And Whitney's upstairs dead. And this man was sleeping with her. And he's down. He should have been the one to be like, yo, it ain't gonna be no party. I would have grabbed Clive Davis by his collar, like, man, if you think you having a party and my girl upstairs dead? And y'all gonna have a party in this building? Nigga, you better go take that party somewhere else, because the killer could have been right in that goddamn party. Cause she damn sure ain't drowned in no bathtub. But she's swimming all weekend. But she drowned in 2 inches of water, upside down, face down. Who gets in the tub face down? With her face all beat up? Her body moved from the tub to the living room, but she drowned? Who can drown in the bathtub, bro? And she been swimming all weekend. Why was her face beat up? Why did the people under her hear commotion, hear some fighting going on? And y'all think she just drowned? Oh, because they told you, oh, she was on drugs? Come on, bro. I don't know nobody that ever OD'd on cocaine. Maybe heroin, but not cocaine. Let me bring that back so you can hear the key points, right? Party the same night, and the party is 2 to 3 hours after she died, and her body was still there. Same night. Ray J got on Cam Newton and lied to that man, told him he was in San Diego and the party was the next night. Like we done forgot. Maybe some people have died from OD on cocaine, if it was cocaine. But I never seen nobody in all my years, and even when I was in the street, OD on straight cocaine, unless they laced it with something in it, possibly fentanyl.
You were, I think, going to go to the Clive Davis party.
Yes.
It was a surreal event where Whitney's body was still in the hotel, and there was this sort of party where apparently half the room were in tears, the other half were kind of partying. What did you feel about that?
I thought that was complete insanity. And knowing Whitney, I don't believe that she would have said the show must go on. She was the kind of woman that was said, stop everything. I'm not going to be there. You know, I don't know what could motivate a person to have a party in a building where the person whose life he had influenced so enormously and whose life had been affected by her. So they were like, I don't understand how that party.
I had Clive Davis by pure chance in here on Friday night with Jennifer Hudson, and he obviously worshipped Whitney, and I think he must have gone through agony when he heard this news, knowing it was 2 or 3 hours till this event.
Right.
And I think he took the decision to turn it into a tribute to her. And I understand that. I mean, he obviously was wrestling with the right thing to do.
That would have been right if it really was a true tribute, and and a true tribute, might have been a truer, a more honest tribute in my opinion, would have been maybe call everybody together, let's say a prayer, and let's eat dinner and go home.
What is your?
I couldn't get dressed. I was supposed to go to the party. I just got off a plane from Miami at about 5:30. As soon as I hit the tarmac, I found out. I heard, and I couldn't put on makeup. I couldn't get dressed.
So if Shaka Khan, one of Whitney's dear friends, she get off the plane and hears what happened and say, I'm not going to the party. I couldn't even put on makeup. Like, you think that Brandy and Ray J, like, what was they feeling? And Ray J sleeping with her. And you will still go to this party? You can lie to Cam, but you can't lie to me, brother. I know you was there. I got the picture of you there. You could tell the world the lie. You could tell the world a lie. That it was the next night. It was not the next night, Cam Newton. It was not the next night, Cam Newton. It was 2 to 3 hours after Whitney died, and her body was still in the hotel, Cam Newton. I'll show you one even better, Cam Newton. I'll show you him coming out the goddamn hotel. He said he was in San Diego, Cam Newton. Watch this, Cam Newton. I'm gonna show you him walking out of the hotel. I'm gonna show you him walking right out the hotel. And I did a whole joint on this with her autopsy, everything. Her autopsy report, everything. And the water was so boiling hot, bro. Like it was peeling off her. Like who could who could take a bath in scorching hot water, bro? Like the water was so hot, made me feel like they tried to dump her body. Like I hate that I have to even go there, right? But I'm gonna drop the link for y'all too, so y'all could go watch this afterwards. Cause I did a whole deep dive on Whitney Houston's death. Right now, look, I spoke with the detective Hyon. Right, I spoke with Detective Hyon at the scene, and he told me the following: the descendant checked into the Beverly Hilton Hotel on Monday, uh, February 6, 2012. She was here for the Grammy Award ceremony on Sunday. That's when the party was, right? Sunday, February 12th, 2012. And there was a pre Grammy party at the hotel. No, the pre Grammy party where she died on February 11th because February 11th is Brandy's birthday, right? And was there for the pre Grammy party. And that was the Clive Davis party at the hotel on Saturday, February 11th, 2012. The descendant was last seen alive by her personal assistant on Saturday, February 11th, 2012, between 14:45 and 1500 hours. The descendant complained of having a sore throat that had been lingering for the past few days. Before she left, she told the descendant to go take a bath to start getting ready for tonight. The personal assistant then left to go pick up items at Neiman Marcus. The personal assistant left Neiman Marcus at 3:25, well, 15:25, I believe that's 3:25, right? And per the door key, she entered the descendant's locked hotel room at 15:36, right? That's 11 minutes. She went into the so think about this. You trying to tell me the assistant went to Neiman Marcus in 11 minutes and came back? It take 11 minutes to get downstairs, get on the elevator, and get to the lobby before in the car pull up. That's 11 minutes. She went into the bathroom. She found the descendant lying face down in the bathtub, unresponsive, with the top of her head facing west. Who takes a bath upside down? Who can lay in the tub and flip over upside down in the tub? The bathtub was filled with water and there was water on the bathroom floor. However, the water was not running. She called out to the bodyguard and they pulled the descendant out of the tub. The assistant then called downstairs telling them to call 911. They received the 911 call at 15:43, right? That's 20 minutes after she's been laying there, right? And the paramedics from the Beverly Hills Fire Department arrived on the scene. On Saturday, February 11th, 2012, at 15:46, paramedics from Rescue 1 determined the death. On Saturday, February 11th, 2012, at 11:35 hours, the water temperature in the bathtub was 93.5 degrees. There are no signs of foul play. Whatever. 93.5 degrees. How many hours later? 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 hours later, 6 hours later, the temperature in the tub was still 93.5. So how hot was it when Whitney was in there taking a bath? Come on, y'all. I don't even want to go through this whole thing again, right? Body examination. The descendant is a 48-old black female with short black hair, brown eyes, and she has all her natural teeth. There's an old healed vertical scar approximately 2 inches in length on her inner lower left forearm. No other scars and no tattoos were noted. The descendant was nude, laying supine on the living room floor, right? The top of her head was facing south. Her right arm was bent at the elbow with her right hand resting on the floor against the right central portion of her torso. Her left arm was slightly bent at the elbow with her left hand resting on the floor against her outer upper left thigh. Both of her legs were straight with her right foot pointing north and her left foot was pointing northwest. There was a defibrillator patch on the upper right side of her chest, and there was another defibrillator patch on the left central portion of her torso. Both of her eyes were congested, and there was a bloody purge coming from her nose, right? Why was her nose bleeding? There were 2 superficial abrasions to the left side of her forehead, and there was a superficial abrasion to the left side of the bridge of her nose. There was a superficial abrasion to the top of her right shoulder. There was a minor skin slippage to the upper central portion of her chest, to the inner left center portion of her chest, and to the lower central portion of her chest, right? There was minor skin slippage to the upper left side of her abdomen. There was a superficial abrasion to her outer left arm, to her outer lower left arm. There was a possible old puncture wound to her inner left elbow. There was a superficial abrasion to her inner central left forearm. And there were minor abrasions to the top of her left hand between the middle and the ring fingers. Right? Sound like she had a fight to me. There was a minor skin slippage to the front, both of her knees, and to the both of the front of her portion of her legs. There was a minor skin slippage to her inner upper right calf and to her lower left leg. There were skin slippage to the lower. Where am I? There was a minor skin slippage to the front of both of her knees and to both of her central portion of her legs. There was a minor skin slippage to her inner upper right calf and to her outer left leg. There was skin slippage to the lower central portion of her back. Just making sure I ain't skip over nothing. There, there was skin slippage to her central portions of her back. On Sunday, February 12th at 12:05 a.m., the water temperature in the bathtub was at 89 degrees. On Sunday, February 12th, 20 minutes later, the air temperature inside the living room was 67 degrees. On Sunday, um, what's that? Almost 30 minutes later, right? The descendant's liver temperature was 96 degrees. Contusion and abrasion of left forehead, scald, burn of sacrum, abrasion of the left hand, abrasion of the right leg, superficial incision of the upper lip. You see that? How did that happen to her lip? Who punched her in the face? Right? Don't it sound like somebody beat her up and tried to throw her in the tub and make it look like she drowned? And you see this? Skull burns? Because who is laying in the scalding hot water in the goddamn tub? They probably beat her up and put her in the tub, because who lays in the tub face down? Who lays in the tub face down? They probably drugged her, beat her up, and then threw her in the tub and turned the water on to make it look like she drowned. Like I said, man, I'll drop the link so y'all can watch this, because I don't want to go through it because it's too emotional for me. I love Whitney Houston. It took me like a year to hear her music and not cry. And you tell me who could go to Neiman Marcus in 11 minutes and come back, bro? Please tell me, if you from California and you know where the Beverly Hilton Hotel is, tell me who can leave the room and go to Neiman Marcus and pick up some clothes and come back in 11 minutes. Who can? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Let me watch this. Hold on. I'm trying to show y'all the distance. Okay. Right? Now, check this out. You tell me this woman, the assistant, said she left her key card, said she left the room, right? And she went to Neiman Marcus to pick up Whitney clothes in 11 and came back in 11 minutes, bro. 11 minutes, right? Look at this. Look how long it takes. It takes 9 minutes to walk there, right? How long do you think it takes to get from the hotel out the room to the elevator, down to the lobby, leave the lobby, get it? I don't care if the car was sitting there in the front waiting, right? Got in the car, went to Neiman Marcus, right? From the hotel to Neiman Marcus, it said it take 9 minutes to walk there. Let's just say it take half that to drive there, right? Let's just say 5 minutes to drive there. How did you get there and back? And once you get in Neiman Marcus, you got to walk all through there to get to wherever you got to get the clothes. You tell me she did all that in 11 minutes? She went to Neiman Marcus and came back and found Whitney dead? You believe that? Look, they said it takes 4 minutes driving there. So that's 8 minutes round trip just driving. You tell me she got downstairs and in the car and went and got in Neiman Marcus, picked up what she got for, paid with the credit card, or paid in cash, and came back and did all that in 11 minutes? 11 minutes? Bro. Exactly. During Grammy weekend. You know how much traffic it is? You know how many people, how many celebrities is in that hotel that you could just walk downstairs and get out and get in, and valet got your car downstairs already waiting. You ain't got to wait for them to pull up the car. Like if your driver's there, whatever. It still take 4 minutes to drive there with no traffic. Round trip, that's 8 minutes. So you telling me in 3 minutes, she walked out of the hotel, got in the car, and got in Neiman Marcus and picked up the clothes and came back in 11 minutes? And Whitney took a bath in scalding hot water, water that's damn near 100 degrees. And this dude said he was in San Diego. Oh, I ain't get to show y'all him coming out the hotel. Hold on a second. I want you to see who else was there. Look who else was there. Yeah, she was there too. Nobody cared. None of them cared. Oh, I said I was gonna drop the link for y'all, so y'all could go watch this. If y'all want to watch the whole deep dive, that's it right there. I'll pin it for y'all, so y'all can watch it when this is over. And you tell me, do any of it make sense? That woman was murdered. I don't care what they coroner said. That's L.A. I don't even know why he would lie, bro. Still under fair use. Now you hear little Brandy calling his name. Ray, come on, Ray. And you can see the title here, right? Ray J and Raffles Van Exel leave Beverly Hills Hotel after Whitney died. That's little Brandy right there. And now if you go look at For the Love of Ray J, you will see her, right? That's her right there. Let me catch her face so y'all can see her. You see her face right there? It's not a real clear shot. Oh, you know what? I forgot. This is YouTube. I can slow it down. Oh, there you go. There you go, right there. That's Lil Brandy right there, and he got in the back seat. And if you need to a better look, Oh, you know what? She spell her name with a I. Oh, she was on Love and Hip Hop too. Some of y'all might remember her from Love and Hip Hop. This is her right here. Hold on. What's her name? Okay. Now this is the same girl right here, right? She was on them for the love of Ray J, and she's a friend of Ray and them family. I know her too. She know me. That's her right there. We call her Little Brandy. That's who's saying, "Come on, Ray, come on." Right? You see the face? Get a good look. Now watch. You see her? Tell me that ain't the same person. And I know her and I know her voice and I know exactly how she looked. Why is this not going through? Hold on. Hold on. I don't know why it's not playing. For some reason it won't play. Let me see something. Oh, there you go. You see her? So this dude could get up there and lie all he wants, talking about he was in San Diego. Stop with the BS, bro. Stop with the BS. Stop with it, man. Stop. So they can lie all they want. But we know who was at that party. Okay? We know exactly who was at that party. And for him to lie and say that that party was the next night, they should reopen her goddamn case just on that lie. Just on that lie to say that that party was the next night. The Clive Davis pre-Grammy party was the next night after she died. It is blasphemous. It's a lie. Shaka Khan would not make up that story. Piers Morgan will not make that up. Come on, bro. That was national news. Now, either Cam Newton knew that he was capping, or he just don't know. But y'all go watch that link that I dropped with that deep dive, and you tell me if any of that makes sense. Any of it. This woman, she went and passed Brandy the note coming from the swimming pool, still dripping wet. When her and Monica was doing that interview with Clive Davis. You tell me she drowned in a tub? A tub? A tub. And she's swimming like crazy. But she'll drown in a tub. In scalding hot water. The paramedics got there, the water was still scalding hot. You tell me she laid in the tub comfortable. You can't even stick your leg in scalding hot water. Oh, I need to let that cool off. You're going to add some cold water. You tell me she fell asleep or she drowned in a tub of scalding hot water where the water was so hot that she was at slippage on her skin. Like her skin was peeling when they grabbed her and touched her. Her skin just was peeling off. She got a busted lip. Nigga done started this all up again, man. The party was the next night, and he wasn't there. He was in San Diego. Oh, wow. 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 Man. Before I go, I gotta let y'all know. Pork Butt got the ghost of Tupac got Pork Butt. This nigga fell out his chair, bust his head, and the nigga ran over him with a car. Like you would have thought Suge Knight was driving that van. That ain't funny. I'll take that back. But when y'all get a chance, go watch Pork Butt video where he talking about the girl SKG. He show a video of him, or you could go on my Instagram and my stories. Real choke, no joke. Right? This nigga fell out his chair, fell on his face, and got ran over by a car. His wife had to go and dive on top of him, like, Reggie! Yeah, the nigga almost ran over his head, bro. I'm not lying. Go on my Instagram and look at my stories. I would show it, but you know, them suckers, they'll try to flag me, right? The ghost of Tupac got him, bro. The ghost of Tupac got him. His man, his own homie, ran over him, almost ran over his whole head, right? Wait till you see it. It ain't funny, but it's funny because all the bad stuff he talk about Big and Pac, and man, the ghost of Big and Pac got him, bro. You just seen this nigga fall out his chair. He thought he was good enough to maneuver his little chair by himself. You just see him go flying out his chair, crack his head on the ground, bah! And then this man like, oh, Reggie! He go to jump out the car and forget to put park the car, roll over on top of this nigga. His wife dive on top of him. Reggie! The nigga almost ran over him. He is lucky it was going uphill. Because if it was rolling downhill, bro, he would have been done. Reggie! Right? And you know, they posted thinking they're gonna get some views. Nah, nobody even cares. Any views you're gonna get is to laugh at you. Man, that nigga fell out of chairs. When you see him on the joint, the nigga look like he beat up. Nigga cheek is out here. He got a scar on his head. And yo, I'm telling you, man, he on the floor, his legs is wiggling like the little pig he is. Reggie! I'm telling you, the ghost of Pac got him, bro. Matter of fact, hold on. I got one for y'all. I definitely got one for y'all. There's no better way for me to take y'all out than like this, bro.
This is for Tupac. This is for Tupac. This is for Tupac. This is for Tupac.
Hey, Porky.
This is for Tupac.
Rest in peace, Tupac Shakur. Choke no joke. Let's go. Pac, we still riding, baby. Your Royce, draw up the paperwork. You lucky Solange like me. Yeah. And I wanna make a wifey. I know a nigga wanna fight me. I in the elevator wanna fight me. I do you like you do dudes. Drag your ass up and down the ass. You go only go and drop a bag. Cause you ain't half the man that I am. Still mad, you ugly, yeah, it shows. Still here hustling that studio. Yo, that your subliminal thing flow. Look, this whole she a bad afro. I got brains, scarecrow. And you ain't shit without me, jumped on Dorothy's yellow brick road. You wicked witch, you a dog, Toto. Tin man and lion, you heartless coward. Cross the bridge to success, douse you with fire. Soto's behind you, to call you sire. The kingdom filled with come, gonorrhea fire. I'm the one, not Nas. Summer jam, you would've got harmed. Young son said you was fun, and you devastated like the truth made a run. You see him on Twitter running back. Or any given Sunday. You know, on Twitter, the Twitter guy.
Choke no joke. You already know. Choke no joke. You already know. Hey, Porky. Your man almost made bacon out of you, boy. We was gonna have us a pig fest. Yes, we were. We was gonna have bacon tonight. All you had to do was just step on the gas just a little bit, Porky. You know what I mean? We would have had bacon tonight. All right. Some of y'all would have had pig feet. You gonna see his little feet dangling on the floor. Boy, that nigga got more 9 lives than the cat, boy. I swear to God. Boy, God is saving you for that trial, bro. I'm telling you. God is saving you for that trial. He wants your days to end in the cell for the murder, allegedly, of Tupac Shakur, brother. Oh, yeah. If not, Biggie Smalls, allegedly. But your time is coming, Porky. He saved you, bro, just so Tupac could get justice. You watch and see. Choke no joke. I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. Peace.